In the late 1980s, the automotive market was undergoing a revolution. The popularity of affordable sports cars was on the rise, and automakers began to realize there was an opportunity to attract a young audience passionate about speed but unable to afford luxury models. Mitsubishi, a Japanese brand with a strong international presence, knew it needed to stand out in this new competitive landscape. With this mindset, in 1989, Mitsubishi, in partnership with Chrysler, formed the Diamond Star Motors joint venture based in the United States. The alliance aimed to create a vehicle that met the growing demand for low-cost sports cars while delivering high-quality performance. The Mitsubishi Eclipse was born with the mission of combining performance and affordability, quickly becoming an attractive option for American consumers. Unlike other cars of the time, the Eclipse immediately stood out with its sporty, aggressive, and accessible design. Equipped with engines like the Ford G63T, a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine, the Eclipse offered not only a striking appearance, but also enough power to please speed enthusiasts. What truly set it apart from other sports vehicles of the era, however, was its versatility. The Eclipse was available in two versions, front-wheel drive (FWD) and all-wheel drive (AWD), making it suitable both for those seeking performance-focused vehicles and for those preferring something more practical for daily use. The initial impact was immediate. The Eclipse attracted a young fan base eager for cars they could modify and personalize. This was a time when the tuning and street racing culture was burgeoning in the United States, and the Eclipse quickly became one of the most sought-after cars among enthusiasts. Its affordable price and performance potential paved the way for many to transform the model into a true passion project, with modifications ranging from performance upgrades to aesthetic customizations. Moreover, Mitsubishi understood that the Eclipse's image could be solidified not only through its technical qualities, but also through its visual appeal. The model boasted sleek lines, a compact and aggressive body, and an innovative design that made it easily recognizable on the streets. It was clear that Mitsubishi had hit the mark by creating a car that resonated directly with a generation beginning to fall in love with sports cars. However, the Eclipse was more than just a car. It held a special place in the hearts of young people who saw it as a symbol of freedom and excitement. During a period of significant cultural and social changes in the United States, the Eclipse represented not just a means of transportation, but an extension of lifestyle. For many, it was a promise of performance and a blank canvas for the modifications its owners envisioned. As the first generation of the Eclipse gained popularity, it became a benchmark for affordable sports cars. Its attractive design and the combination of a turbocharged engine with all-wheel drive created a solid connection to the car culture of the 1990s. The car was not just a sales success, but also a tool for identity building, especially for young people who saw the Eclipse as more than just a means of getting around. Thus, the Eclipse carved out its space in the market, but Mitsubishi knew it needed to evolve to stay relevant and continue attracting fans. This would require renewal, a new design. In the 1990s, automotive culture was booming, and the car industry had to adapt quickly to new demands. The Mitsubishi Eclipse had already earned an important place in the hearts of enthusiasts, but Mitsubishi knew that competition was intensifying. To continue attracting consumers and keeping the model relevant, innovation was essential. Thus, in 1995, the second generation of the Eclipse was launched, bringing significant changes that reflected the trends of the time. The design of the new generation was completely overhauled, moving away from the angular aesthetics of the first version to adopt a smoother, more rounded, and aerodynamic silhouette. The cleaner lines and modern look gave the Eclipse a more sophisticated appearance without losing its sporty appeal. Mitsubishi struck the perfect balance by blending contemporary visuals with solid performance, and the model quickly became even more popular. In addition to the new design, Mitsubishi introduced a range of performance enhancements. While the GSX version, with all-wheel drive and a turbocharged engine, remained the most sought after, the new generation offered an upgraded front-wheel drive version, appealing both to purists and consumers looking for a car with less mechanical complexity. The GS version, featuring a 1.8-liter engine, became a popular choice, balancing performance and cost. However, the greatest milestone of the second-generation Eclipse was its appearance in cinema. In 2001, the model achieved international fame as one of the stars of the movie The Fast and the Furious. The film, which became a classic of automotive culture, made the Eclipse a true icon of the street racing and car modification universe. The car's presence in the movie helped catapult its popularity, turning the Eclipse into a dream car for many young people around the world. The turn of the millennium brought new challenges for the Mitsubishi Eclipse. With the growing appeal of high-performance sports cars, brands began competing more aggressively for market attention. Although the Eclipse had solidified its presence with its second generation, Mitsubishi knew that staying relevant required a bold new leap. Thus, in 2000, the Eclipse underwent a significant transformation with the launch of its third generation. The model adopted a more rounded and modern look, featuring smoother lines while retaining its sporty character. Mitsubishi sought to broaden the Eclipse's appeal, making it more accessible and comfortable without sacrificing its performance image. To achieve this, the brand offered the model with various engine options, including versions equipped with a 3.0-liter V6 engine, which delivered more power, and front-wheel drive to simplify mechanics and reduce costs. Despite the changes, the primary criticism of the third-generation Eclipse was the loss of its pure performance appeal. Mitsubishi had shifted the model's focus away from more sophisticated configurations, which reduced its popularity among high-performance car enthusiasts who increasingly sought vehicles offering more adrenaline-fueled experiences. At the same time, the Eclipse remained sought after by a consumer base more interested in the car's style and customization potential. While the model retained its loyal following, it now faced direct competition from new models by other brands offering similar performance at competitive prices. Aware of this reality, Mitsubishi introduced more affordable and comfort-focused versions to appeal to a broader audience. Throughout the 2000s, the automotive industry was in constant evolution. The sports car market was shifting, and Mitsubishi knew that to keep the Eclipse relevant, it needed another redesign. In 2006, the fourth generation of the Eclipse was launched with a more aggressive and modern look tailored to the new era. This model represented one of the brand's biggest efforts to keep the Eclipse in the spotlight. The fourth generation design was bold and radical. Mitsubishi opted for a more robust look, featuring angular lines and a more muscular stance. The wider body gave the Eclipse a commanding presence on the streets. Additionally, the interior was modernized, focusing on comfort and technology to appeal to both enthusiasts and consumers looking for a stylish, well-equipped car for everyday use. The Eclipse GT, the sportiest version of the lineup, came equipped with a 3.8-liter V6 engine, delivering impressive performance for its time. The combination of front-wheel drive and the powerful engine provided an exciting driving experience and performance that stood out among the best sports cars in its class. It was, without a doubt, the pinnacle of performance for the Eclipse. Despite its performance and more aggressive design, the fourth generation failed to capture the public's attention in the same way its predecessors had. The industry was changing rapidly, and competition with more modern and technologically advanced models, such as the Mazda RX-8 and Subaru WRX, was becoming increasingly fierce. Despite Mitsubishi's efforts to revitalize the Eclipse with its fourth generation, the automotive industry was in constant transformation and consumer demands were shifting. The popularity of traditional sports cars began to decline as SUVs and crossovers steadily gained traction in the market. In 2012, Mitsubishi decided to cease production of the Eclipse, marking the end of an era that had lasted more than 2 decades. The Eclipse, which had been an icon in the 1990s and early 2000s, faced a harsh reality. Competition had grown fiercer, and consumer preferences were evolving. Two-door sports cars with powerful engines and front or all-wheel drive were being eclipsed by more efficient models, designed with greater emphasis on functionality and technology. Despite its loyal fan base, the Eclipse could no longer remain at the top of the market. However, the Eclipse name didn't disappear entirely. In 2017, Mitsubishi introduced the Eclipse Cross, a compact crossover that revived the name of the former sports car but with a completely different focus. The Eclipse Cross was designed for the modern audience, prioritizing practicality, comfort, and efficiency. With all-wheel drive, bold styling, and advanced technological features, the Eclipse Cross symbolized Mitsubishi's adaptation to new market trends. Although the new Eclipse Cross was well-received, it could never replace the original Eclipse for sports car fans. The original version, with its aggressive lines, impressive performance, and ability to inspire customization and modification, remains a symbol of an era when affordable performance cars ruled the streets. The original Eclipse continues to be a legend for many, a milestone in the history of accessible sports cars. Thus, the story of the Mitsubishi Eclipse comes to an end, but its legacy lives on in the hearts of enthusiasts. The Eclipse was more than just a car. It was a symbol of youth, freedom, and a passion for speed. Even though the name has been revived in a crossover, the spirit of the original Eclipse will never be forgotten.